Hello, good afternoon, guys. How are you doing today? I'm happy to have you on this call. It's the episode 12 of our FOREX LIGHT sessions. All right, so today I want to say a few words. It's going to be a short one. All right, so, and it's important to get these things right, you know, especially at the beginning. Many times we tend to get blinded by our current situation, by our current reality, you know, we tend to miss it. And yeah, sometimes it's more about our environment, the things we are exposed to, which of course informs our level of awareness. So if we don't do better, then it's not necessarily our fault. It's simply because based on our environment, based on what we are exposed to, we simply did not know better. So when there's an opportunity for me to express something different, express a new idea, express something that I'm confident, that I believe in, that I've seen work for me, different from what is available out there, different from the common, you know, different from what everybody does, then I'm always eager to share it because I know that it is real value. It is real value. Now, I want to talk a little bit about initiative. All right. Initiative is something that everybody knows initiative. Right? Everybody knows that initiative is good. Right? It's a nice thing being able to take the initiative to get things done. All right. But when we're in an environment where everyone else is not taking initiative, where everyone else is just drawing back, trying to push things aside to others, it's mostly natural for us to align and just do the same. Yeah, because nobody wants to feel like a fool. you know, Nobody wants to feel like the one that is not smart. We think drawing back, we think looking for shortcuts is smart. But if that is that is basically a deception, all right? That is basically a deception. It's Most people don't know where they're going to. They just played along. They just do it like everyone else. All right. So for those that try to pull back, not taking initiative, if you check, it's not because they know what they're doing. It's just because they feel it is the cool thing to do. All right. I'm here to tell you that that is not so. That is not so. First of all, you need to know where you're going to. In fact, most people don't know where they're going to. It is fine, right? But you need to know that, okay, I want to know where I'm going to. You need to initiate that thought of trying to figure out where am I going to. So when you have that in your mind, okay, where am I going to? Maybe at your level you can't see too far, all right, because your elevation determines your altitude as well, determines how far you can see in life, in anything. So if the level you are on, you can't really see too far, and everything is looking so broad that you don't even have enough confidence to attempt to look too far, right? It's all right. Just look at as far as you can see right now. If it just the next level you can see that looks pretty realistic to you, go ahead and choose that as a direction where you want to go to. All right. With that set, then whatever is happening around you, whatever anyone around you is doing, you will find the inner strength to decide not to follow. All right. And when you decide to do it, it should be based on your own decision, your own mind, your own intention that, okay, this particular kind of action is going to work, it's going to push me closer to where I want to get to. All right. Take, for example, you are a worker in the office and there's a job to be done. Everyone is pushing it aside. Nobody wants to do it because maybe to take time, right? Maybe it's a bit stressful. Okay, let me it's even very stressful, all right? And the nature of your environment, your company, you know that even if you do it, you won't get rewarded. You won't get rewarded for it. So there's no advantage doing it. Now, the question for you should be, okay, this apart from the reward from the environment that is not going to reward you directly, right? Is there a benefit to your goal? If something that can it if something that maybe for your goal you need a particular skill set, right? A particular level of skill set, exposure, experience. Doing this activity is going to help me get closer to my goal in terms of improving my skill set, improving my experience, improving my strength. You know, if it's going to help, then go ahead and do it. That is the first step. Sometimes you do things not necessarily because of the immediate result or the obvious result, right? The result that appears to everyone, that appears to even you. All right. At times you do things because of the future result, because of the mindset is going to develop in you, the mental strength is going to develop in you. Because it takes mental strength to be able to pass and or go through another route that everyone is not going through. It takes mental strength to decide to go left when everyone is going right. Most people can't even imagine themselves standing out. So it takes mental strength to stand out and do something different. So even if it's just for the sake of exercising your mental strength, regardless of whether there's any value to it or not, you know, that is your reason to do it. That is one reason to do it, right? And this helps in forex as well. I've had people that, due to their environment, they are too shy to show that they are doing forex. You know, they are, oh my goodness, they can't even imagine themselves. They can't even imagine people looking at them like, is this guy? Are you okay? You doing forex? And people say things that to them it could be a joke, right? To them it should just be saying things for saying sake. But the person receiving the statement, it's bigger than that. Nobody wants to be laughed at. Nobody wants to feel like a fool, Nobody enjoys, you know, being called out as not smart, you know. And if you have people like, guy, what are you doing? How for you? These like, are you alright? Like these things, scam people that doing it, you're wasting your time. Regardless of your belief in what you're doing, you will it's gonna affect you. All right. It will take mental strength for you to push ahead and push forward despite such comment, despite such reactions. So if you don't already have that mental strength, if you have not built it over the months, right, over the weeks, over the years sometimes, then you will have a challenge to stand your ground and go for what you want. Because it's not always going to be smooth sail. It's not always going to be wins. Right? There'll be times when it will be a win, and if you're not strong enough mentally, when it's not a win, and people say, guy, we've lost. Yeah, sorry. Are you sure you're not wasting your time? I know you. In fact, you will. It's easier for you to fall when you don't have the mental strength. You don't wait till you get to the battleground before you learn how to fight. Because at the battleground, it will be too late to start learning how to fight. It is before the battle starts. It is before you get to the spot. That is where you start preparing. So that is where initiative comes in. Right? You need to anticipate and prepare, take steps to build yourself. It takes initiative, and it sounds like it's simple, but it's simple but not easy. Because if it were easy, then everyone would be doing it. Humans tend to go the easy route. It's nature. Even the river always goes through the part of least resistance. It's nature. Everything wants to go through this route. All right. So it will take a strong, it will take a strong wave to take a strong tide to make the river go, the other way. Not that is not the easy route. So build your strength, take the initiative, think outside the box. It's a big word, but you don't have to look at it so big. Even in the smallest of things, think outside the box. I remember growing up, right? Even in small things like maybe you're walking, maybe there's like let's say a vehicle in front, right? And everybody is walking together, passing the right side of the vehicle to bypass that vehicle. You can as well just pass the left side. I did that. Why? Just to prove to myself that I am my own person. I do not just conform. I have mental strength to say no or yes based on my own decision, based on my own intention. So things as small as that, you can start building your mentality, your mindset, your mental strength from some small things like that. Because it is when you've been able to you've been able to stand your ground on small things, that is when you'll be able to stand your ground on bigger things. If you want to wait till you get bigger things before you stand your ground, you realize that you know theory is different from practical. Practical is a whole different experience. Right. So that's all I'll be talking about today. You know, tomorrow is gonna be the next episode will be another exciting one. We'll be looking at charts, trying to identify some true setups for the week and make some money for ourselves. Right. So see you guys on episode 13.